So, Thilvicus' first test comes in the form of some angry goats. It's going to be a pretty even matchup. We've got the same amount of units, a 6-on-6. We have a very large deployment area compared to what they have, which is a bit weird. Looks like there's a little ridge there as well. We could maybe use that to our advantage. That can be a great place for archers to sit, if I can find it. Here it is. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to set up over here, as I can use this ridge as a kind of platform and have my infantry hold the line and have them hold it in a certain position. And then these boys should be able, hopefully, to shoot over the cliff and shoot down onto all the incoming beastmen. In theory. Sometimes they're apparently unable to see down the cliff, which means they have to try and run around it so they can get a line of sight, which is kind of stupid. But we'll see what happens. No hurry to set up my other troops. I'll set them up along here. Oh, we've got Thilvicus, who is a master archer as well, so he can rain down some fire on them. Dryads are pretty good at holding. They can take a fair amount of punishment, but they're not going to do a great deal of damage back. Not against something like Goreherd. Even though they do have low armor, they have quite a bit of damage output, so they'll chop through the Dryads fairly quickly. So it is kind of up to our Glade Guard to hammer in the missiles into them, into their lightly armoured bodies, and hope that that brings them down. Nearly coming into range now. I'll keep my other Dryads kind of in support. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the first lot do. See if we can just use that first lot as a kind of placeholder while the archers hammer into them. Maybe we'll flank with some other ones, possibly. We'll see how it goes. But for now, we wait for them to come into range of our archers, at least. We do have quite a superior range advantage on them. I think beastmen, Ungol raiders have about 110 range, maybe? Which is nothing on our 160. So we've got that as a big advantage, of course. Let's take a look at these Dryads while we wait. They're pretty sweet looking. Kind of like tree zombies, if you will. Come on, beastmen. Time to come to the slaughter. Thilvicus has got some arrows for your faces. We'll start to prepare a flanking formation. Heavy on the right. Nearly there. All we can see is the Lord and the Spearmen at the moment, though. I can't remember what else they had. I think it was Goreherd and Ungol Raiders. Get into position, laddies. Okay, I feel like they won't be able to see from here. There we go. We'll start to fire in a sec. Let's not chase them off, though. Fire, fire, fire. I'm not firing at the Lord. Don't fire at the Lord. Fire at the Spearmen. We're not getting flanked, are we? Just had a fear that they've obviously got Vanguard deployment. Felt maybe they're in the trees behind us. That's why I couldn't see them. There they are. We'll start firing on their Ungol Raiders. The quicker we can get them gone, the better. That'll be advantage us because we are susceptible to missiles just like they are. As my Dryads are finding out. I don't really want to leave them there, so let's get into them. And you. Let's get these firing. Why aren't these firing? Fire at the missiles. You start to flank. Okay, we're in tow. Looks like there's some Goreherd or Ungol herd or something there. Let's try and get Thilvicus after the general. Come on. Go into melee with the general. We're going to throw down with their beastmen general. Whittling away the raiders though. They shouldn't last too long. We'll get these Dryads round for a cheeky flank. Wavering the raiders, awesome. We've also got some wavering going on in the main battle. I say battle, it's about 4 units, but whatever. The Spearmen and some of my Dryads are wavering. We've got rid of one of the raiders, now on to the second one. One of my Dryad units has routed. This is no bueno. We need to get Thilvicus into their general. We've done a bit of damage to him, but let's get a charge in with Thilvicus. Go on, son. Boom. He pimp slapped him down. Backhand. Ah, shit, my other Dryads are running away. It's all up to Thilvicus now, and the last wavering unit of Dryads, who have... Oh no, they're still there. I thought they just broke. Okay, I need to get my missiles involved shooting the infantry. I'm going to put them on the side so they can get a clearer shot at the back of all these Goreherd or whatever they are. As well, Dryads are pretty good. They're not really equipped for dealing with all these axes. Let's fire on the infantry. Don't worry about the skirmishers. They're coming back a little bit. All my Dryads are come back. Go on, lads. Back to the fight. Back to the fray. Thilvicus needs help. He is all alone and he is getting slowly beat down. He's beating the crap out of their general though. If they just charge my missiles, they'd probably win this like right now, but for some reason they're all just stood there taking on Dilvicus and letting the Dryads come back. Some of my Dryads are still there. They've held it together. These are the flanking ones. Some of them are routing now. It's probably the Spearmen mostly. Maybe they already went. So these are actually shielded Ungor Herd, I think. So they're not as bad as Gore Herd. They'd be pretty tough to deal with. Go on, Dilvicus. These Deepwood Scouts have racked up 128 kills. 132 make that. Very nice. Come on, Dryads, get back to the fight. Oh, they're all running away. Yeah. Go on, go home, you bastards. Chase them off. Just kick the crap out of the general. We've done it. We're all good. We're all good. A little bit of tactical play there. Using that heal, I think, helped us. Kept our archers safe-ish. And the victory is ours in this battle. Cool, a close victory. How did we do? It was Ungor Herd and Spearmen. Okay, their infantry wasn't that great. But they did have more numbers on us. But we made it work. We made it work. Can't even see what the rest of my army got, but there you go. We probably need the money, so we'll release the captives. Hopefully no one will hate us too much for it. Hopefully no one else attacks us as well. No, we're okay. Dilvicus gained some stuff. Technology researched. Sweet. Okay. Carrick Norn is pretty beaten down now. Dilvicus himself and the units in the garrison. Yep. They should be okay though. I don't think the beastmen will come back. They are even more depleted than we are. So we should be safe from them for a couple of turns at least. Maybe they'll go after someone else, or maybe we'll have to go and kill them off. Do also need to keep an eye on our relations with our surrounding factions, just in case anyone gets a bit handsy and fancies their chances with us. We can't be having that. I need to kind of decide where to go and what to do now. Do I keep taking outposts? Oh, I've got some research. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty handy. A lot of these consume amber though, so I have to be careful on my spending, but I think this one's going to be useful though. Improving our diplomatic relations. That'll keep us out of wars with people we don't want to go to war with just yet. Or maybe never. So let us advance, or not, because Dilvicus has a skill point. Oh, we can get an Elven Steed. That sounds pretty sweet. Could start to improve his missile damage and stuff. Campaign movement range is also useful, but I think I'm going to go for the Elven Steed. Because I think that'll make him quite versatile, being an archer, and having him a fast-moving archer. That makes him pretty sweet. Could improve these things. So this is just a general upgrade tree for his damage and his health and such. So we'll do that later. For now, Elven Steed will also help keep him out of trouble. And I wonder if I can put him in any offices yet. Nope. How do I get the offices? Oh, I have to build a building, but it doesn't actually tell you what you get for having someone hold that office. Weird. Wood Elves seem to be taking a slow disliking to us. Anyway, I've spotted a place down south, which looks like I could take it. It's been raised, so there's no one there anymore. So we're gonna... Ooh. Hello, hello, hello. Beast path interception. Goodbye, beastmen. Get slaughtered. I need that money again. Keep releasing these beastmen. It's probably not a good idea. Anyway, I've seen a place down south. I'm going to send Dilvicus down to try and capture it. If we can populate it, it would be very helpful. Be an extra outpost again. We will expand a little bit. Ooh. Shrieking Blade causes fear and terror. Nice one, Durthu. Korak Hufdar. Let's try and see if we can get as close as possible. Oh, there's a little spot. Yeah. Oh. Massive army. Who's this? Carcassonne, I think. Looks like they're off to go somewhere else. We're not at war with them or anything, so we should be fine. We can hopefully take that on the next turn, unless they try to take it. Wood Elves in my lands, but that's okay. We're all buddies for now. Get Durthu back in Waterfall Palace anyway. Public order isn't too bad there. A little bit of corruption's causing problems, but nothing major. Got plenty of time. Send my spy off to have a little look-see around, see what's going down. And I think that's all there is to do. So let's proceed. Or not, because Durthu has a skill point. And what I think I'm going to do with Durthu is put all of his points into his melee and health abilities and stuff. And then have him not in an army. And just have my armies led by other generals. And have them focus on a specific area. So have one general and all his stat points go into improving the missile units. And then only put missile units in his army. And of course I'll have them running around with a melee army. Because missile units by themselves will get absolutely slaughtered by infantry. But that's the plan anyway. The Brayherd comes! Basically, the beastmen are coming to get us, is the moral of that story, I think. So we're going to have to keep an eye out for more beastmen. I have a mission to carry out a successful assassination attempt against Khazrak One-Eye. Can't even see Khazrak One-Eye at the moment, so it's pretty hard to assassinate him when you can't see him, to be honest. So if he comes into our vision, maybe we'll take a crack at it. But for now, let's take this place.
I shall comply.
10 grand! 10 fucking grand! Jesus Christ. All that for a little bit of Karak Hofdar. Do nothing. Definitely do. Right, well, that's that plan fucked. 10 grand, that's ridiculous. Unless it's like a capital city, 10 grand is absolute extortion. Someone is having a Jigglypuff. What a wasted trip. Sending my hero off to have a little spy on the land, see who's around. Carcassonne here. Ooh, but there's an Astalian army here. Are they planning to take Carcassonne? Got a fairly substantial garrison. I would like that spot because it's next to the mountains. It's quite a nice, easily defendable spot. Carcassonne. They are at war with Astalia, so Astalia are probably coming for it. Astalia down there, Telia below me. So they generally can be a problem, these two. Because they just seem to come out. They just stay where they are and just come out and start attacking everyone else. Astalia, very expansive faction I've always found. They're always trying to take everything. And they always do well at taking everything because they've got that bottom corner. They're kind of secluded. They don't really have too many enemies around them. It's very easy for them to stay alive. Which means it's also very easy to expand because you don't have too many directions that you can get attacked from. But for now, I'm going to prepare Durthu to go on a bit of a rampage and take some places. I bought him some new units. He's got a couple of extra units in his army, so his forces do grow. Some beastmen have appeared. They're back again. Looks like we might have to go and defend Karak Norn again. Khazrak the One-Eye. Oh, it's the man that we need. Although I don't have anyone that can assassinate him, so that's probably not going to happen. There's a great stag. I don't really want to lose any money from the treasury, and I could use some chaos corruption reduction, so we'll take that for now. We get Durthu over here to protect against this rather, not large, but not small beastmen army. Oh, they've taken that now. They wanted to fork out the 10 grand for that, did they? Got more money than sense then, boys. Let's bring Thilvicus back up to our lands. He has no need to be down there any longer. Put him in the Oak of Ages. I'm trying to avoid trespassing too much. I don't want to piss off everyone. So, the more we can use the world routes, the better. The beastmen again. Khazrak the One-Eye. Easy slaughtering. Oh, Khazrak. You silly sausage. Goodbye. They're just making this too easy, these beastmen. I'll take the money again. 500 is a pretty substantial little amount for us at the moment. Gonna be handy. Oh. Borderlow. What do they want? They have declared war on me. Okay. Great. I love it when people declare war on me for seemingly no reason. Why, Borderlow? Why? I thought we were going to have something special as a neighbouring faction. Clearly they want to die by my elven hand. Well, that mission's aborted because Khazrak is probably dead. Ooh. Unhappy populace, that's not good. Crooked Moon have been destroyed though. And the beastmen. What? The beastmen have been destroyed? I just destroyed the beastmen. I thought they were going to put up more of it. It just said Bray Herd comes, which makes it sound like it's going to be like a massive influx of beastmen. And there's about 1,000 beastmen and that was it. I thought it was going to be like the Chaos where they just get overrun by armies of the beastmen. Oh well. Bye, beastmen. Oh, Castle Carcassonne is being ambushed by Astalia. I think they're going to struggle to defend that. The Wood Elves are all over here. How many places do they have? They've only got 2 places. They're at war with Paravon. I'm only at war with Bordello though. So we've only got 1 enemy at the moment. But that's good actually, because that gives us an opportunity to expand. And there is a place right here. Quanelles, which we can take. So, Durthu, that rampage you were looking to go on may come to fruition. Can't take Paravon yet. Definitely not equipped for that at all at the moment. But that little place, I think, will be ours for the taking. Could get Thilvicus to come back and defend, just in case Borderlo. They do have an army at Paravon, so we do have to be aware of that they may try and come after Waterfall Palace. So I have to keep an eye on them, but I'm going to go ballsy. I'm going to leave my land slightly unattended. Durthu's going to go. He's got a skill point again. Ooh, what's that? Weapon strength for all units. That sounds useful. We'll take that now. It's going to be useful in the long run and the short run. Let's see what goes down. Hopefully Bordello won't attack me. They have not attacked me. Jolly good. That means we can move down towards Quenelles. Asaraya Soa Druchiai. Carried by elegantly hewn ships, our cousins have travelled from distant lands of Argwylon to visit us. Ooh. Alright, guys. I will deny their audience. I do not want minus public order. Sorry, lads. You'll have to sail your asses back to Ulthuan. Because Durthu is preparing an assault on Quenelles. However, I should probably check. I should probably get Thilvicus back to Waterfall Palace if I can find it. Where is it? Where's? Oh, fuck's sake! I thought Durthu was stood in it, but he was. I was just clicking the forest, and it was just right there. Good one, Zerk. Good luck with those eyes. Okay, Bordello's army is quite substantial at Paravon, so what I would think I'm going to do is I'm going to get Thilvicus to take some of Durthu's units, because I don't think Durthu's going to need all of these, just for taking Quenelles. Give him some Glade Guard. Oh, I don't hold control with these. I forgot about that. Okay, cool. So we'll give him those. Give Thilvicus those, and he can go and defend Waterfall Palace. The garrison, and that should be enough, I think, to take on that army. And Durthu, my friend, it's time for you to go to war. Try and get as close as we can, and as far as we can from Bordello and Paravon. Then they won't be able to reach us to try and stop us. And hopefully they won't attack Thilvicus before he gets back into Waterfall Palace. Or then we may be in trouble. Send my hero off, just see if they've got any other armies knocking around up there. Don't think they do. Looks okay, so just that one. Right, on the next turn, we shall take Quenelles. Public order +3, I'm going to take that, even if it costs Amber. That sounds damn useful. Wish I'd gone for that earlier, actually, I didn't know that was there. Would have been one of the first things I went for. Let's see what happens. Hopefully Bordello don't go after us. They didn't. Good day. However, don't tell me they're coming to war with me. They're right next to me. Oh, they want to join the war against Bordello. For a small fee? Alright, I'll take that. I could use some help with Bordello. That will keep them from attacking me anytime soon. Thanks, Torgavan. What great guys. Who knew? Who knew they were such good guys? The Empire Successionists are no more, as are Paravon. I think maybe the Wood Elves killed off Paravon. What? Oh. There's Gruk Death Herd on his way. He's not an enemy of mine. He's just stood next to something I want to take, which is okay, I suppose. It's fair game to him as well as it is to me, but I am going to get there first. Either way, let's get him back here, actually, before we do anything else. Before I forget. Oh, you taking the piss? So apparently he couldn't move 4 feet through the forest, where he's lived all his life. I'm going to have to do that to get him there. Redonkulous. Okay, so the garrison is 10 units, coupled with our 4 units. That could take the Paravon army on, maybe. They've got a lot of skirmishers. As long as we can get rid of them, we might be alright. We've got a big tree man, so I reckon we could do some damage to them. Hopefully it won't come to that, though, and they won't attack Waterfall Palace. But for now, it's time for Durthu to... Oh, actually, let's sort out my research first. I think that one sounds better. Don't even know what it is. Ambush chance. Pretty much never do ambushes anyway, but it's okay. Durthu. It's going to be a slaughter. Their puny garrison is no match for Durthu and his elfkin. Destruction. Decisive victory. We will claim this for ourselves. We'll get a little bit of money, but I think the seeding, and because it's close to our lands, we will take it. It is ours. Have to be careful of that Bray herd nearby, though. Don't want them to get a bit ballsy and try to take us on. Carason still seems to be holding at Castle Carason. There's a couple of other Bordello places around. One of them being Paravon. Interesting. Let's move my spy over. We'll see what this other one is. It might be easily takeable. It is easily takeable. It's a tiny place with no army there, seemingly. So we'll move a bit closer to that and see what else is going on. See if they've got any more armies around. We don't want to commit just yet, but that could be another target for Durthu to take on. The Bray herd has thankfully moved towards Paravon, so they might do us a favour if they attack it, but they might just be walking past it, so we'll see. I am going to move Durthu up to move and take that other Bordello place. There is a slight army there, but at the moment it's quite small, so if we get there quickly, it won't be able to grow too much. Bordello is there as well, their capital, but it doesn't have a garrison. It doesn't have an army there, sorry, so No danger. Their only army seems to be at Paravon, which is very close to my lands, but they haven't decided to attack anything yet. But it's all good. It's all good. We'll see what happens. They might be my famous last words. They attack us right now. They did not. Awesome. Although it looks like they might have moved. Their army has disappeared from Paravon. Where might it have gone? Hasn't seemingly gone towards Aquitaine. Is it over here? It is not over here. Okay. Brayherd's gone past them as well. Who's that? Talabecland? Paravon? Oh well. Durthu. It's time.